it up, too stale. They try to text, leaving my bread, switching the phone, new cell. Secrets I kept, do tell. We had a fight, tooth nail. This is a race, I know my place. Come up for first, blue shell. Just so you know, I'm the one that's disrupting the industry. Baby, just throw up the stats. I used to lack the direction. I find it cause nowadays I put the globe on the map. Don't need the publicist, I don't want none of this. I keep it simple, I show up and rap. Whoa, feeling like Cardi when she got the bag. You know I'm closing the gap. Auto tune off, but the tune's on auto. I set trends and then you all follow. See no stack like I do staccato. DIY, that's the crew whole motto. Float on the beat like it's easy mode. I'm on a whole different level, don't even know. I couldn't load the whole clip and don't need to reload it. I'm golden, I got it unlimited. Listen, they know what I'm about it. My penmanship different and missing. It's not in my diction and fiction.
Welcome to the State of Skol podcast, brought to you by 10,000 Takes. It's your boys, Luke, B-Raj, Eli, AJ. Fellas, we are 13-4 and on to the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. First of all, what's that song called? It's a pretty cool song. I like that.
I don't know. Instrumentals go hard, though.
Yeah. Damn.
Love that for the lead-in. But yes, we are 13-4 and better than your favorite team.
There we go.
Better than the whole...
See, that was the best play on words that I had for that one.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Man, that was a sleepy game.
That was
Yeah.
boring.
Yes, it was.
Boring.
Kind of refreshing, though, honestly.
Yeah, rip through those stats because there's a lot of different players that you can go through.
There's a lot of different players. So we'll start it out here. Minnesota Vikings 29, Chicago Bears 13 at Soldier Field. Who knows how much longer the Bears will be playing there. Kirk Cousins 17-20, 225 yards, a tutty on the day, 130 passer rating for those that are concerned about that. Nick Mullins got in the game 11-13, 116 yards. No touchdowns. Did end up throwing an interception. That should have been a touchdown. More on that later. A couple ball carriers got involved today. Alexander Madison, 10 carries, 54 yards, 2 touchdowns. In case if you were playing him in a Week 18 DFS or a meaningless fantasy football game. Dalvin Cook, 11 carries, 37 yards. Ty Chandler saw the field, 6 carries, 20 yards. Kenny Wangu also got 5 carries, but nothing to write home about. Did have a 100-yard wide receiver, but his name was not Justin Jefferson. KJ Osborne, 5 catches, 117 yards. Mr. Adam Thielen got a touchdown, 2 catches, 8 yards, and 1 touchdown. Jalen Naylor did a little bit of damage today once the starters came out of the game. 4 catches, 62 yards. And, yeah, Dalvin also did lose a fumble, and that started the war early. But, yeah, that was your stats presented by Blink.
By Blink. It was a fun – it was a comment there. It was a fun see, Brian, I told you look like Kevin.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, it was kind of a fun little – I don't want to say it was a fun game because I was frustrated. I don't know why we played the starters. The Giants didn't play any starters. That's my hot take on this one. Lead it off. What do you guys think?
Glass half full on that. Our starters came out, took care of business, and they played a nice, clean half, kind of like what you used to see in the preseason. I don't mind it. Keep a little rust off our guys. Sitting for 2 weeks in a row fully can lead to some unintended consequences, as we've seen in the past. But they got out there, put some points on the board, got out half, and then the backups took it on home.
Yeah, it was nice that we didn't break a routine. Routines are extremely important in the NFL. Got our starters, kept them in their routine, get ready, play a little bit. All right, we have a good enough lead. Second half, let the backups go in. You guys take
I don't want to dismiss the concern, though, Eli, because we did see Chandon go down. I don't know why he was still in the game.
That made me mad. That was
it's a legitimate thought. You want to get your guys out of there if you can help it. But all in all, we came out of this game pretty clean on the injury block. So
yeah, I feel like it was important for the starters to come out and play good and get a little momentum, even if you're playing a hapless Bears team that was playing for the number 1 pick today, which they did get. So, all in all for Kirk, pad the stats. I know they tried to feed JJ a little bit. That was a far shot with some of the records he was going for, but it was important to get those guys momentum, especially after last week when nothing looked like it was going right.
No, and Greg was the big one that we need to get some momentum going. Greg,
he had a 50-yarder. He had a 50-yarder.
Yep.
He redeemed himself.
He missed his, and then he found his rhythm again. Let him work through it going in.
You need to see it go in, so that was good. I like that.
Today was a masterclass in tanking by the Bears, though, huh? Just how to make it look like you're trying.
Oh, what happened on the one pick on Pat P's pick? Was that wasn't Peterman?
That wasn't Peterman. That was
Boyle.
Mm-hmm.
They put him in so early.
Just came in for the arm punt. I mean, when your
God.
season's over and you're playing for the pick, you might as well see what your backups got, right?
So during the fourth quarter, I took Howie for a walk, but was listening to the radio. The Bears haven't won a game since before Halloween.
Yeah, that was Monday night when they beat
Those
the Patriots.
They piss pounded them.
Yeah,
Pretty much when they sold off, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
That
like,
was
so
more
when you haven't won in that long, like, who cares? They were
Right.
they were just done. They were ready to get out of there.
It almost felt like there was just this handshake agreement going on. It's like, okay, you guys do your thing. We'll lose the game. You have it, and everyone go home to fight another day on that one. And
It's
the
funny-
Bears did end up getting that #1 pick.
They got it.
Right. It's funny because that game when they beat the Patriots kind of felt like, oh, they turned the corner. Justin Fields is a runner. He's good. And then just, but now they landed themselves in a great position to get some draft capital, some serious picks with that, because they're not going to take anybody with that #1 pick. They're almost certainly going to
Right.
flip out of that.
Yeah, they're gonna get
And they'll get a bundle for that.
The other
How
thing
about-
too is they have over $100 million to spend
Yep.
in free agency. Like, I think this is the last time that we've seen the Bears be this bad for
Yeah.
a
Here
while.
they come. Here they come. So
We
they'll
sure
get some
can't hope,
sequels
though,
for
right?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the big things of the game today, obviously, our player spotlight of the game, sponsored by. Just kidding. I just made that up right now. Ole Udo was we were spotlighting Ole because he's obviously going to get a run here in the friggin' postseason. So
we should be getting Blake Brandel back. So I don't know
Yeah.
if Ole's going to be in there.
right, but it was I was just saying he looked good though today. I will say that. Good job,
Yeah.
Ole. Again,
I think you hate on Ole a little too much. He's serviceable.
You definitely do.
and he's got a cool neck guard.
He's a tackle by nature. Last year he sucked because he was playing guard.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
zooming out to the whole O line too, you could definitely tell that without the absolute dumpster fire of injuries we had last week, they were looking a lot more cohesive today.
Yeah.
A lot closer to what they got to work on all week. So thankfully, that was as catastrophic as it seemed for the reason that it seemed at the time.
Cleveland damn near lost us like twice today, and I almost had a heart attack. He got rolled up on once, but thankfully it did like where the leg just kind of swept up, and then he got caught up in a pile and pushed back. And I was like, holy shit, get him out of the game. Be dealing with that.
Yeah,
so.
Soldier Field can be a little bit rough on those knees and legs too.
Yeah, so
Another player spotlight for the day. How about the KJ Osborne connection starting to peak at the right time?
AJ
Right off the rip, what was that? 66 yards?
the dog.
Mhm.
Well, in the Bears defense, they had basically like us out there playing defensive back. So
Albeit, but still, they're hitting the
Oh,
they're
he looked-
hitting the spots.
yeah, he looked
We've
good.
seen it a few times this year where Kirk has a wide open guy and is not doing it. So you want to see that happening, leading right into the playoffs like that.
Let him get a little-
Nice little bit of momentum. Today's not really about us in a practice, but we're still alive for the 2 seed, and we did what we had to do to keep it that way.
Yeah. What do we think of JJ's hair, by the way? I did not know. I didn't recognize
I
him
love
right
that
away.
throw because I didn't see anything pregame.
Yeah.
So when I saw him, I was like, whoa, is that JJ? What is going on?
Yeah. Is he
The little
gonna
Randy Moss afro.
Yeah, the
Moss,
little
bro.
poof.
Is he gonna rock
love
that?
that.
Is he gonna rock that on our run to Glendale here?
I think so. I love that.
What do
That'd
we-
be a
Wouldn't
great
hate it. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
hate it.
He's
It looked like a lot more hair than I thought he had on his
Yeah,
head.
it did. I
That
guess
was
we-
my first.
Yeah, when you
impact
take
of it.
those braids out, it unwinds quickly.
All right. Well, keep that that look. He had to change something up to get last week's game out of his head, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all
little
for it. Looking ahead,
Yeah.
San Fran's in a tight one here with Arizona
Yep.
right now.
Watch it right now. So yeah.
San Fran's up by 1, their ball.
They're driving.
2-minute
Let's see.
drill right here.
Yeah, they're inside the 20 now.
Can
So
our old boy David Blau from the practice squad, can he save us? Eli get
I mean,
braids.
I don't know. My hair, I don't know if I could. Like I get weird hair. Like it just gets it doesn't get long. It just kind of gets like I don't know, I guess. I don't know.
Kind of
If
gets
it
like,
gets poofy,
yeah.
that's perfect for
I
braids.
got a big dumb forehead, so I can't have braids because my big dumb fat forehead will just be showing off everywhere.
Is that why you wear hats all the time?
Yeah.
It's
I
kind of
didn't
weird.
mean to get
see
so
you not wear a
personal
hat.
about this.
Yeah. Yeah. Jeez, thanks, guys. No, I don't know. I guess we could just talk. Let's talk a couple scenarios. Well, should we here? Let's put this giant Bears game to bed because there's really just not that much more to talk about. The
Backups came in and
Yeah.
kind of
We
beat the
need
Bears
to-
starters anyway.
We need to discuss the whole fire drill field goal bit
that was hilarious.
at the end of the first half.
I thought that was so funny. The other ball was being thrown. The ref dropped it and like kicked it. So it was just kind of mayhem. And then the refs,
12 men on the field.
yeah, well, I liked how they talked about it in we did the get the hell into the locker room bit so they can't make us do anything again. And the refs are kind of like, it was like this scene from a semi-pro when they do the alley-oop and Father Pat, the ref, doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, foul. Two fouls. You're just like
excessive jumping.
Yeah. So
I did love that they got it off quickly and they actually executed it without, maybe having an extra person on the field.
Yeah, I mean, the play calling was a little questionable there is what it really comes down to.
Yeah. Check down was whatever. David, I am waiting. I haven't heard back from Mr. Bo. I don't know if he's too hungover today or what, but we'll try and get him on here.
Maybe he's biting his tongue after seeing that Nick Mullins pick.
Brian was looking forward to it, I know. So Brian was nervous because Mullins was kind of dealing there a little bit, and then he underthrew that touchdown. If that would have been a completed pass for a nuke, we would have had a little hot topic here to chat about.
No, we wouldn't have.
Hey, he almost snuck one in too on the goal line. He tried to cuck.
Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Okay, don't give me any of this almost shit.
I don't know.
One more point on the field goal. I would be remiss not to mention though. Our man DePaula did his job on that fire drill field goal there.
That thing
that
got
snap
back
was
quick.
pristine.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did the old snap spot bit.
Yeah, he did. It wasn't even the right ball. Doesn't stop the guy.
Yep. Nope,
that's Pro Bowler incarnate right
he's
there.
A Pro Bowl. So
you got to do your job.
He knows. Dolly's locked in. Talk about situational awareness. You see how fast he got on the field to snap it too.
Mm-hmm.
We can run that back. He was probably running a damn near.
I mean, he's the guy that has to set it off. You can't get the field goal going without the snap. So shout out to our boy DePaula.
Good work, Andrew.
Pro Bowl snapper.
Pro Bowl snapper. Should we go player of the game quick then, or do you have any other thoughts on this? I don't know.
Thanks, Bears.
Yeah,
I saw we got a nice Green Bay sucks chant going on at Soldier Field today. That always feels good.
That's
fun.
Yeah,
it's a good piece of unity we always have with Chicago.
By the way, the Rams just scored, so tonight's game is shaping up to be a win and in deal. Rams are up.
So yeah, that's a good spot here. So are we comfortable? Say San Fran's probably going to pull this off. Obviously, it's a tight game right now, and you never know. But
probably
live show, so let's just go for the sake of it. We're probably hosting the Giants here.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Player of the game, because I want to get my Bob last player of the game. I want to hear yours first because I know you guys are just going to be doofuses about it.
I'm going to give mine to KJ.
Chalk.
What do you mean?
Chalk donkey.
He got 100 yards today, bro.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Good game, KJ. What about? Let me guess. You two are going to give.
Why are you hating?
To Madison.
But why are you hating?
Because I wanted I just knew that was coming.
I'm giving mine to DePaula. How's that?
Oh yeah, let's go.
Absolute madness. It was about the most exciting play of the game after the first 20 minutes. And you know what? There's something to be said for doing your job in the middle of chaos, and that's what our guy does.
Ryan.
I'm going Chris Boyd.
Oh,
hey.
Okay.
Led the team in tackles on defense, and I saw a tweet from him the other day. He's been struggling with some mental health stuff, so it was good to see him have a nice game.
How about that?
Big Chris Boyd guy. Good locker room guy. Good glue guy. Funny on TikTok. Good to see him
on Instagram. He was
Instagram.
He posted. He was like, "Bro, I love Kirk," and Kirk had texted him, and he said, "What up, gang? This Kirko."
Yeah.
I was like, "Is this real life?"
I didn't see that.
So I'm going Chris Boyd for my Baja Blast player of the game. All right, Eli, who's the savior? Who is the obvious Baja Blast player of the game out of this Week 18 game?
The Baja Blast spotlight player of the game. Obviously, it's Ole. Ole had a cool neck guard on, and I was watching him every damn play because I didn't really care for what else happened in those plays.
You're watching him against second and third stringers on the worst team in the NFL.
He was pushing them boys around, put them boys on
I would
hope
so. I would hope he was.
So fire up, Ole Randall.
But he did.
So,
all right.
Can I do one more honorable shout out to Duke Shelley, breakout player of the year?
Revenge game.
He just gets a Baja Blast freeze, though. Just a freeze.
Yeah, there we go. Because he froze him out there.
Mm-hmm. He had a cool.
True.
But Nikhil Harry knocked it down. But
also, it would have been better if it just was a bat down because fourth down interception. But looks nice on the stat sheet.
So. Didn't he run to midfield and stamp the ball down on the Bears logo too?
I hope
Well,
so.
I thought I saw somebody tweet that he
That's
did that.
hilarious. I wasn't
That's
paying
awesome.
close attention. So, all right. So okay, let's run it as if we're talking Giants, I guess.
It's about as good of a matchup at home as we could have got, I'd say.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
they sat everyone today or right now.
The only thing I don't feel good about is that, with it being a New York team that we're playing, it'll probably be a night game, and that's not good for the new nightmare, aka Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. What?
Nah, I think we'll get a noon game.
Noon at Saturday or Sunday?
Noon Sunday. Let's do it.
I feel like
think
the
it's gonna be
3-6 matchup lends itself to being kind of a junk time, doesn't it?
Yeah, this isn't really like a must-see matchup kind of thing. Like you got to think for prime time.
Well, yeah.
On Saturday, they're gonna want Josh Allen versus Tua.
Yeah.
And then Sunday
Well,
night, Sunday night, and Monday,
headaches?
Sunday night and Monday night,
Monday will be Dallas, Tampa. I bet. I guarantee it.
or it'll be Green Bay, San Francisco. Rodgers and Brady are playing Sunday and Monday.
Or
Night.
what if the Lions get in? What if our main man Dan Campbell gets in?
Well, then they'll-
That has some sell on it though, because it's their
Yeah.
first playoff game in however long, and potential for their first win in a lifetime.
Seattle's losing right now, so I don't know.
It's a lot up in the air right now, honestly.
Yeah.
But I mean, and there is a slight chance here that we're looking at the 2 seed. Who do we even want to see if we're the 2 seed?
I don't know.
I said this last week. I'll see Green Bay at home again.
Yeah.
I don't despise any of the 3 possibilities, really. I mean,
Either
I
way-
mostly just don't want Green Bay in the playoffs because 1, Green Bay, and 2, Rodgers. So
Well, yeah, and this
For
chat,
sure.
like either way, like this conversation, you have to beat somebody good regardless to get to the Super Bowl. So it is what it is. We'll play. Who
Might
we
as
play,
well
but-
build momentum by stopping your biggest rival.
So what if all of a sudden KOC just kind of laughs and this team just shuts out? We shut out. Let's say we play New York. Let's say
Shut out.
38-10 or 0. Sorry, 38-0 at home, stomping. And then we go into San Francisco, put up 28-12. And all of a sudden, this defense just comes to life, and we're the number one team our number one defense in the playoffs. Like it's not even close.
and then we'll all win $10,000 scratch offs.
Oh yeah, okay. So that's
And then we'd have to go to Philly for an NFC Championship game again.
and win 49-7. Just a
Are these all official predictions or?
no. This is a fantasy deal. But no, I don't know. I think what do you think the line will be? Let's say we play the Giants at home Saturday night. I don't know.
I think we
3.
give away 2.5 points there.
Yeah, probably. So
I think home field goes a long way in how they set the line for playoff games.
from
You
all
know.
was it a double doink in London?
Yep.
From the
Mhm.
double doink in London to the Buffalo, but what did we call that one?
Goal line fumble.
The goal line Buffalo bananas in Buffalo to
The greatest freaking comeback
the
ever.
greatest comeback ever. The Colts
Against
comeback.
one of the worst teams.
Lame, yeah. Yeah.
It's still the greatest comeback in NFL.
Here,
and the
well,
franchise record field goal last time we played them.
it's all added up to this. Yeah,
The thing about setting a line here, though, is I know it was the franchise record win that was the real highlight coming out of that last Giants game, but we really had that game the
Yeah.
whole way through until we gave
I
up a 4th down touchdown to Saquon Barkley.
bark, man. Bark, man.
Like, I
he
think
might
this
go
might be one of the only teams in the NFC Vegas will actually have us as the favorites against.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll probably. Okay, what if we get the 2 seed somehow here and end up? I don't know who the hell we'd play. I guess
The Seahawks.
We
or,
wouldn't know
Lions.
until this
And Gino.
evening.
I would love to play the Seahawks. They're terrible. I think they're going to lose today. They have shown zero signs of life. What is it,
Seahawks
12?
got weapons on them, though.
They've shown zero signs of life since before Thanksgiving, bro.
So Mr. Mo just texted me. he's currently in Jamaica right now. I don't know. You see that? So,
Oh, good for him.
The fascinating life of Mr. Mo.
damn.
Having
said.
takes like that brings you to the freaking
Promised
Caribbean,
land.
wherever the hell he is.
That's
God.
what it did. See, Brian, you should take Mr. Mo's footsteps because look at him. He's
Touchdown, George Kittle with 19 seconds left in the
Touchdown,
half.
Kittle. This
Looking
looks
around. So let's just, for the sake of hypotheticals here, say it's Green Bay and San Fran at San Fran. I mean, can Rodgers do the thing?
I don't think so.
I see you clowns don't think that he can, and I think they have the best chance of anybody of going into San Francisco and beating them. So
Yeah, they
How?
do have the best
Why?
chance, but it's also not a great
because
chance.
better than you think the Lions can go into San Francisco and win?
Hell
No, I don't think anybody can go into San Francisco and win.
I think they could because Dan Campbell's the man. He's one of the greatest coaches of all time.
Seattle's got the local thing to it as well. If it's them,
Yeah.
a divisional matchup.
I really want to know, like,
bulletin board.
Eli, why do you think Green Bay could go in and just dismantle San
Rodgers
Francisco?
They've owned Rodgers' ass for how many years now in the playoffs? At least the last couple where and I think that with how hot they are, some people. Well, do you guys believe in momentum? Do you think it's a real thing or no?
Yes.
Yes.
To an extent.
I believe it 100% fully.
I'm kind of okay. Then there you go. If they win it in tonight, talk about momentum. Let's go. I mean,
it's also just going to be plastered everywhere. There are meltdowns against them in the past.
Yeah.
So there is something to getting up for the game.
I don't know.
One thing you got to take into mind here too, Brock Purdy is looking like the guy, but we've seen that from some young quarterbacks that we weren't expecting it from this year. And generally they've kind of run out of gas as their starts went on.
Can we go back to momentum real quick?
Yes.
You guys want to know the last time San Francisco lost? Week 6.
Against the Falcons, right?
Yeah.
No, they lost. Their last loss was to the Chiefs, Week 6.
Oh, they got stopped then.
Yeah.
They're so good, man. It's horrifying.
Well, maybe Purdy will. It's not even like that's the thing.
I don't even know if it matters. Like the offensive system that Shanahan runs is so good.
They have weapons. Purdy's serviceable. He doesn't make mistakes. Their defense is terrifying.
Warner.
If you get a defense over there that can get them to make mistakes, though, all the weapons in the world can't undo a turnover.
Yeah,
I mean, it's insane. I'm really grasping at straws here because every player on their team is a weapon. It's insane.
If you want to know, like, my honest takes, like, if we play San Francisco at any point in this playoffs, we're done.
Home or away?
Home or away.
Okay.
I just think if it's home, it'll be a closer game.
You taking them over Philly at this point?
I think so. Well, I mean, I don't know what Jalen Hurts is doing today, but like
they're kind of
still like because I played defense in high school, so like the term "defense wins championships" is so true. and you look at their offense, like we
got
were
a Bosa coming at you on the other side. That's nothing to want at you,
Yeah, like the 49ers are so damn good.
Yeah. The Eagles are up 60-0. Sorry, I was looking for that. I don't know if the 49ers could cut. Depends on the weather permitted being too, if it's in Philly. But hey, you got to get through the Minnesota Vikings first. So kick rocks, everybody. One game at a time, right?
It wouldn't be the most insane thing we've seen out of Rodgers to get it done, is the only thought, you know?
Yeah.
Dallas just scored. That doesn't even fucking matter. Yeah, so I don't know if, let's say we have the Giants at home Saturday night. Let's keys it. Well, first, what's wrong with is Bradbury good to go? From what I'm seeing,
I sure freaking hope so.
He's okay, right?
I'll give you my back, Garrett.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be huge for us to shore it up, especially with how our run game's been struggling.
Yeah.
Or our starting run game, I should say.
Game, yeah.
Our run game has been suffering since like before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's bad.
I mean, it'd be the time to turn it on, though, right?
I kind of see.
Green Bay would not be here for the divisional round. They would go to Philly automatically.
Yeah, I see. I didn't know that
because high seed gets the lowest seed.
Yeah, Renz. I was on Renz's train. I thought that last night, and then I looked and I was like, "Oh shit!" So the only way we would play Green Bay would be the NFC Championship game.
My God, I would
confirm AJ knows ball.
I know ball.
Can you? I don't. So let's just say we'll just for Renz's take, we'll just Green Bay here for an NFC title game. Oh my God!
I'm coming forward like a month.
Come on, dude, that'd be awesome.
That stadium would be so ridiculous.
We're just shooting the
How much would those tickets be? That'd be like
the Wisconsin people would jack them up so hard. It'd be the easiest commute ever for them.
Big dumb idiots.
I don't know, man. Let's look at, just since we're kind of touching on the NFC side of the playoffs too, we also got Dallas and Tampa in the mix.
Yeah,
I do not want Dallas to come here at all. Fuck that.
I do not want to see Dallas ever. Please get them out of here.
Tampa will beat Dallas.
Hell no.
I just want Dallas to go away.
see it.
I
am
think
horrified of them.
Tampa will beat Dallas first
I
round.
could see it too. I was talking about
So
that
then we
last
get
night.
Brady.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Get over it. The dude can't throw the and we're not even going to go back to last week's Mike Evans game because that was stupid. So the Bucks suck.
For the
I
record,
don't
I
know,
would
though.
have started him in
Touchdown Tom.
fantasy.
Oh, whatever. They suck.
Touchdown Tom is not someone I want to see anywhere in my life unless he's on my team.
Dallas is losing right now. FYI to Washington.
Am I making things up if I remember that they won the Super Bowl as the 6th seed?
They did. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was the 5th seed.
Okay.
So
Because they beat
Because they played the Washington football team at the time, who were
well, they
terrible.
did, and they almost lost. They had
It
to
was
go-
like a situation flipped.
they had to go on the
2
road
years ago.
Yeah, they almost got Heineke.
When
Mhm.
Washington was the poo-poo team, but they won the division, so they get the home playoff game.
Yeah, I mean
In front of
he's done
Noah.
it before without hosting a game, so
Right.
you've seen crazier. And then Dallas, please just McCarthy blow it before you get to us.
Yeah.
True.
Please.
Use all your timeouts right away. That's what
He
they're
will.
for. Mike.
I believe in Mike McCarthy to blow it, but I just don't catch chickens too early.
AFC side, real quick, I guess. What do we? So, first of all, why are the Chargers?
2 words. Nope. Yeah, you said it. Justin Herbert.
I knew it.
Bang.
I agree with.
Let's go. Bolt up.
Bolt up. No. Put your dolphins. Put your fins on.
Okay.
Put your fins on.
We're going to be able to find some Advil. Is he
Tua-
going to be okay with it?
Two is fine. Adam's mom. Adam's
Adam's
mom agreed.
Why'd he play
Rather have
against the
Tampa.
Jets then?
Rather have Tampa than Dallas. To Adam's mom. Who, Tua? He threw that game against Green Bay because he was.
Because he was concussed as
I
hell.
think he
and
was just hungover.
seeing quadruple.
No, he's fine.
He was like, "Oh, Jair Alexander's."
Yeah, Tua. As far as Tua can see, he's got 8 receivers on the field at any given time.
Yeah, and in the playoffs, it's gonna end up being Reek. Even though Reek's a baby, his dumb little whatever's wrong with him, his little toes or his little. I don't know.
You're
That's
crazy if you think the Dolphins are beating Buffalo.
Oh yeah,
That's essential to speed. Your toes.
you know what? The one thing I will say though is, it's a good thing that Buffalo lost there because it's really hard to beat a team 3 times. So, but they're 1-1.
That's true.
Buffalo's a team of destiny right now.
Yeah,
We've
I
been
knew-
saying it all day long.
Those kickoff returns today are the most team of destiny stuff I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Is that who Hines?
Yeah, Naheem Hines,
Hines
who
is
has
old.
done
Who wants to drive
negligible
to-
anything all year.
Yeah.
Diamond Joe's to throw down money on the Bills.
On the Bills.
Yeah, let's go.
No, because
Bills
Stop.
Chiefs AFC Championship
You're
game.
talking me out of it. Stop.
Tua's gonna shock the
Don't
world.
sleep on the Bengals yet either, though.
Yeah.
They're pissed now.
Yeah.
So like, when does this schedule?
Hold on,
probably
wait.
come out? What?
Bills Chiefs AFC Championship game at US Bank Stadium.
Yeah, I saw. I
Mm.
was talking about that.
Let's
my buddy,
go.
You gotta
Buddy-
think they're gonna look for a warm weather city, though.
my buddy Teabag. If you
I,
watch
I thought they said they wanted to find a dome.
I think they would do it here because it's like more. It's probably the most. It's indoor. And it's like the most central between. I mean, it's kind of I don't know.
There would be more
I don't
Kansas
know.
City
I don't
fans,
know.
but Indy already said no, and Detroit has already said no.
Yes, come on up here. You guys-
So
MSP is
if
enough
they're
of a
tr-
hub
if they're-
that they could handle.
If
a
they're
flight,
truly
you know?
looking for a domed team or a domed stadium,
yeah,
like they're not going to fly them out to LA.
yeah.
Atlanta doesn't make sense.
It could easily. Yeah, I think that like this is the best option for it. Did you see Mixon's coin toss, Ellie, today?
He pulled out an actual coin.
That was hilarious.
That was
Yeah.
crazy.
That's hilarious. He did it on the sideline too, just so I don't think they could really find him for that.
What if you? What happens there if the coin falls out of his sock and he just goes looking for it for a celebration?
Rolling around in the end zone.
Yeah, he's just digging all in his sock. Can't find it
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Bills, like I said, that was crazy. I guess we didn't really talk about that yet. Thank God he's okay. Right? I think he posted a picture today.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's been tweeting all day.
Yeah, so he's good to go. So not good. Like,
Let's go.
yeah.
Have they
So-
told him about his charity yet?
I'm assuming. I will say
You'd
this.
think so.
Very selfishly, I hope there was a camera on him when they did, because that would be insane.
I don't know. This isn't even a hot take. The doctor's response, that's a LinkedIn post response.
Big time.
You've won the game of life. Okay. Shut up.
I appreciate the sentiment, but
Yeah.
absolutely, that was
Okay, Gary V.
he really showed up on the spot for that one.
Yeah. Was it Gary?
I
Vee
agree with you,
response,
but
so.
yeah.
Also notable from yesterday, Jacksonville wins the win and you're in game
Let's
against
go,
the Big
Jags!
Bad
Oh,
Titans.
Duval. You all doubted me when I said the Jags up. Alan Hearns. Shout out to Alan Hearns. We used to DM him and he would respond because I bought one of his jerseys when him and A-Rob were cooking it up with Blake Bortles down there.
Alan Hearns,
They've earned the right
starter
to
hero.
lose a home playoff game.
Not starter hero. So who are they going to play?
probably
They're
the
showing
Chargers.
How
The Chargers.
Oh,
yeah, go.
That'll be a fun game.
they could actually win that game.
They could actually. They beat them by
Yeah, they-
4
they
touchdowns.
Piss pounded them. Yeah,
In LA.
In LA.
It's a full west to east matchup too for them.
yeah.
Teams
we got-
typically don't do well when they're traveling that far east.
schedule will probably come out. What would it come out like during the game tonight?
I'd
No,
be
it'll
willing
come
to
out
bet it's a
tomorrow.
Monday morning thing.
That's dumb. That's dumb.
No, I feel like it should.
Just someone leak it.
I feel like they should come out with it tonight.
Well,
Well,
matchups won't be
no, 'cause,
finalized till
yeah.
after the game, though.
Well, if
But I mean, after the game.
like after the game,
I feel like they're gonna want the full press release, like
Yeah.
midday news.
They
coverage,
probably
you
already
know?
have this kind of figured out.
yeah, I
though.
guarantee.
Oh,
they
for
do.
sure. But it's gonna be
Yeah.
like a proper announcement they give. You know,
They're probably just kind of waiting for the Seattle game right now, and then it's really set in stone.
Pretty much.
Well, I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm ready to be heard again.
Oh yeah, me too. I got my hopes up. I got my tickets ready.
Got my tickets ready. I'll be FNP Club
I'm
Lounge,
ready for either situation, really.
Anyway.
Club Lounge, FNP Club Lounge. Come see us in the Club Lounge.
We don't care about it.
The nice thing is, if
Randy.
we're not gonna have a chance in this playoff, we'll know it by halftime.
That is true. Or we're going to be down 33-0, and we'll come back in the playoffs game and win, and then go lose by 60.
The most magical run ever. Where are you going, Dalvin? Disney World.
I will say, if we do it, I kind of hope we just do it the same way we have all year with the miracle comebacks and one score games, big defensive stands.
Yeah, you know damn well every one of these games is going to.
I don't know if my stomach and heart can take that.
No,
Like,
I'm gonna have to. I'm not kidding. I'm gonna have to not drink that much at the Giants game. I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna be able to handle it.
That's very big of you, man.
I'm gonna take a nice Coke, just a Coke.
That's very humble. They don't. Dude, I don't even.
Is it Pepsi? That's
Yeah,
Pepsi.
bullshit.
Or Pepsi Company.
Okay, then I'm
Gross.
drinking. Okay, then I'm not drinking Pepsi.
It was dry January until he found out it's a Pepsi stadium.
Yeah, it was. Oh, well,
I don't know, man. This is gonna be a ride, one way or the other.
yeah, we could. I was gonna say we could go around the league, but we kind of already did. I don't really want to talk. We can talk about the tank off. That was hilarious, Jack.
Yeah, I know.
Jack
Well,
Lemon-
apparently not a tank off though.
The game was hilarious. That was an awesome game too.
For those that might not know what we're talking about, Houston was in a situation where it's basically lose and you're in for the number 1 overall pick. It seemed like they had it at the end where proper giving up. They score and go for 2 to take the lead and get it after Chicago had already lost. So they're aware of the situation and basically just handed back the number 1 overall pick for pride, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't think they care. I mean, they're fighting their dogs. At worst, they would get the second worst quarterback.
yeah.
I understand the concept of playing for your career too. The players obviously aren't the ones trying to tank, but the play call is to go for 2, like go
Brandon
out of
Cooks
your
is
way like
fighting for
that.
his life.
Well, they're not gonna. The Bears aren't gonna take a quarterback regardless. So
Yeah, but the value of having number 1 overall
Yeah.
is enough of a sticker to get you, you know?
I think they got enough picks.
they'll secure the Bears are gonna secure.
They're
the
fine.
bag, but,
I'm just looking at the league to make sure we hit on anything that's actually relevant.
Yeah, there's
We'll
nothing-
Get the job done. Falcons win a meaningless one against the Bucks.
How about the Chiefs game? Anything the merry-go-round we could talk about? Because what the
Should have
fuck is
counted.
that? Yeah,
The dumbest
Wait, that
tweet-
didn't count?
holding call got it called back.
Oh.
yeah. Because then they scored, but then Cordarius, the dinosaur, scored on the next play anyway.
I mean,
Can you imagine?
that was the dumbest play I've ever seen.
Can you imagine if we did that? If Kirk all of a sudden just started spinning around in the circle and what? What's it?
There's precisely one team in the league that can get away with that, and it's
yeah,
them.
that's the Chiefs.
And it's the Chiefs.
That
Yep.
would be-
Pretty much.
100%.
The Chiefs are looking like they might do the thing, though.
I
They,
would
they
not. be
might just
surprised-
go Chiefs scorched earth and be right back in the Super Bowl.
I would not be surprised if they.
Yep.
Ooh, Giants got up.
I can see that.
I'm fully rooting for them just to play the Bills again, though, because that's easily the funnest story.
That'd be a war.
Yeah,
We need that in the AFC
That's
title
gonna be
game for
nuts.
sure.
And it'd go to Kansas. It's through Kansas City, correct?
Well, it'd be through neutral site.
Or that's right. That's right. So it'd be here. Would we go? No, because we're gonna be playing on Championship Sunday. We gotta have the
We're not
conversation.
fucking going to Philly.
That's-
I don't
if-
care.
If it's Chief
not
Bills
going.
in US Bank Stadium, I'm gonna probably be in the building.
We're gonna have. Well, it'll be after the game anyway, or before or whatever.
Yeah, because the NFC plays first, and then it's the AFC.
Yeah. We're gonna have to go to Philly. So gas up the rig and let's go.
Also of note, the Steelers win and almost make the playoffs. The
Mike
future
Tomlin,
caches
man.
never a doubt.
Mike Tomlin
Who
is the one that got away.
Who was dogging him early in the year?
Everyone.
Whatever.
Everyone.
I
in-
wasn't.
I
I
mean,
was
I
for
love Mike
sure.
Tomlin.
It was someone else part of tank. I can't remember who it was, but
It was
Mike Tomlin goes through the cycle
It
every
was-
like 6 years.
It was Marlo.
Marlo, you bastard. He somehow comes.
Mike Tomlin's a fraud.
It was
No, you
yeah.
lost
It was when he was comparing him to Dan Campbell and saying
Oh,
he's
hell.
just saying
That's
like
a good comparison.
random
Campbell.
coach stuff that makes no sense. But
Well, that
works.
aged poorly both ways.
Yeah.
How okay?
Literally.
Literally. How bad do we want this game to be winning in tonight? So we want Seattle to lose, right? Go Rams. We're all team Rams right now.
Take what you will from it, but Dan Campbell was getting me fired up like
Good for the Lions.
retroactively during the week because he's just saying it's us or no one. Whether we're eliminated or not, we want to beat the Packers.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Hell
And
yeah.
that is awesome.
I think it'd be great to have the Packers not make the playoffs because then they went on this winning streak
Yeah.
or whatever, and then they just didn't get in. And then us as Vikings fans can chirp and troll them
Mhm.
that they won their Super Bowl when they beat us in week
Mm-hmm.
16.
Oh, how
Or
the
seven-
turntables.
Week
Oh, how the
17.
turn-
It was like, oh yeah, cool. You
Oh,
guys beat
that
us.
was
You
your
won
Super
your
Bowl,
Super
man.
Bowl. That was your Super Bowl.
That
My
was your
one-
super wild card.
My one concern with that, the super duper wild card. But if I don't want to exactly trade shoes with the Packers here, though, because of the luck they've had in the playoffs in recent years. Like if that's gonna be us completely going 1-for-1 with them, I'm good on that.
And like their luck in recent years has mainly come from them being the number 1 seed the last 2 years. So it looked like they choked
Mm-hmm.
because
And
that
they-
wasn't the
and
last,
they did.
and they did 100% because it was the last 2 years. They
stumbled
go
through all
13
those
and
games.
what?
They won in all those games that they won in the playoffs. Like you
Green
barely
Bay.
beat a terrible Rams team with
Yeah.
Jared Goff. Then you barely beat the freaking Seahawks. And then they lost last year to the 49ers in a fucking snow globe.
Yeah. They fucking did.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but the one they won, they
I don't
weren't the
care.
one seed either. So
And then they opted to go for the field goal against Tampa Bay in the NFC Championship.
My
game.
dad
That
still
was
never forgets.
3 years ago.
He's a Packers fan, and he was like, "Oh, Aaron Rodgers should have read it. He should have kept his ass out there." He was like, "AJ, that's when I gave up on the Packers." And I'm like, "Well, there's that."
I think the playoff machine has fully corrupted my brain. I'm so excited for the matchups just to be set, so I can just worry about one team.
Yeah. We're watching the Giants here right now, but they don't have anyone in. Nobody played. Thibodeau's also a prick, by the way, Kayvon. Dibs. Did you see him celebrating on top of Nick Foles' dead body when he's doing the snow angel last week? And then he looked at him and saw that Foles was like on the ground in pain, like grabbing his ribs, and he kept doing it. He was like that, looking at Foles.
I have no
Jackass.
idea how his teammates or no one stopped him either.
Yeah. So how about we need to, because he was all up in Kirk's ass when we played him too. So we gotta
And now
He's a good
Brian
player.
O'Neill?
rip.
He's a good
Frick.
player.
He's a good player.
Yeah.
I know. We gotta just they're
High draft pick, man.
They're a greasy
We
team.
talked about this earlier, but I think it's a big cat take that has like burrowed its way into my brain. But if
Yeah.
someone's taken in the first like 10 picks, I just assume they could break out at any given moment.
Yeah,
For sure.
I'm worried.
I mean, he's got that dog in him.
so what?
He's a game wrecker.
Who are we most worried about then on the Giants? Just kind of like I'm trying to
Saquon, obviously.
Him and Saquon.
Park,
That's
man.
it.
We can't let frickin' who's the dumb receiver that it wasn't Richie James. The other
Isaiah
one.
Hodgins.
Hodgins.
Kick rocks, Hodgins.
Yeah,
Lock
key
it
him
up. Here's what-
apparently.
lock it up.
The Giants' offense was basically just read option to Saquon and then throw a slant to Hodgins,
Or
chip away
Richie.
7, chip away 12. Like, it's not anything special, but window break, and then we're going to let all this stuff go.
If you guys were curious how our bid at the 2 seeds looking,
Yeah,
San
JJ
Fran
Watt.
just had 3rd and 17, ran a draw with McCaffrey and got it.
Oh, you're
JJ Watt is going God
we're
mode,
behind.
man.
JJ Watt just grittied. That's funny. Have a
He
career.
should have done that in Minnesota.
Yeah. have a career.
Instead
Yeah,
of doing the Jared.
Yeah,
people were
Jared,
like,
that Selly got taken not the way you wanted.
Are we bummed that Za'Darius didn't get to play? Do you think that was his decision to sit today? Because he didn't get to play for his bonus? He needed a half a sack for
they're going to give it to him.
He didn't travel with the team due to a personal matter.
Ooh, what?
Uh-oh.
I don't know. That's the extent of the tweets that I've seen is that he didn't.
Well, they're going to
travel
give him
today.
the money, and it's probably best that he stays at home anyway and rests that knee. We need him full. If we want to go on a run, he's going to be a guy that we need to lean on.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think he's good. I think he'll be okay.
Yeah.
Harrison Smith didn't play today either due to knee
Yeah, I think
soreness.
He's like,
he was limited
But-
against Green Bay too.
Kevin
We just
Fields.
had him on a snap count. Yeah, he's like,
Yeah, you think he's just kind of making sure he's 100 for the first week, or
Yeah.
you think that's going to be something bigger?
no,
For sure.
I think he's fine. I think he's fine.
yeah, he'll be good.
We just need Shannon Sullivan to be okay. We need him desperately.
Well, Caleb Evans is back practicing again.
Yeah.
about it?
How about
And then
Irv? We
Irv.
forgot to talk about Irv. He was
What's
out
there to talk about with Irv?
What did he have? Did he have 2 catches there or just 1?
We have a competent tight end too instead of a random
Big tight end competition.
blocking person that you can pull off the street.
Big tight end
I don't know.
competition.
Like, what do you want me to say?
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, welcome back, Irv. Sorry your job was taken.
You know what? Hey, it's good to have depth, though, right?
Yeah.
Especially,
You know
like,
what? Maybe taking a little bit of the spotlight off him will let him find a little bit more of an active role
Yeah, I'm still
or a productive role, if you would.
fucking Eli Mitchell just scored again for San Fran. So yeah, that's dead. Then this one's over. San Fran is running away.
Woo, 3 seed, whatever.
So
We're
we
good.
got the 3 seed.
a
against
home
the Giants.
playoff game at US Bank Stadium.
Yeah.
Stop crying.
Yeah, I'm pumped. I don't care. Yeah, I'm trying to scout
God.
these Giants, but they got nobody on the field that's playing. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what you want from me. I'm gonna have to break down film this week.
The Giants
get
are
in the film
Daniel
room.
Jones, Saquon Barkley on offense,
There's just not much
Kayvon
to talk.
Thibodeau, and maybe Landon Collins. The skeletal remains of Landon Collins on defense.
The real
That's-
hope here is
That's who
that
we need to worry about.
the real hope here is that the Giants are kind of happy to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The team
about-
that couldn't keep 53 men on their roster all year.
Do you guys think Dable should win Coach
I
of the
was
Year?
just gonna ask that. Who wins Coach of the Year?
I don't,
Dable?
I
think
don't
Dable's
understand
up there.
how
Fuck. Seattle just scored.
Tyler Lockett.
Fuckers.
I don't understand how O'Connell's not more in that conversation.
Me neither.
Here's the
yeah.
thing, though. What sucks is that they're probably going to give it to Shanahan.
Yeah, probably.
Or Sirianni.
I mean, he did go through 3 quarterbacks, so it's not an unfair award.
Yeah, like it's probably going to be Shanahan.
I think the
It's,
knock on KOC is 1, lack of dominance, and 2, the roster was kind of already built.
Yeah, right. That's what I was
And
gonna
that's
say.
what you could say about Sirianni too. Like,
Yeah, you
Mhm.
could say. Well, then then the main man, Dan the main man, Campbell is Coach of the Year.
Especially if they get in tonight.
if you get in tonight,
If
He won't
you
get
ask me, just like objectively, obviously I'd like it to go to KOC, but I think Dable's deserving of it just because of the absolute dumpster fire of a roster situation
Yeah.
that he's done it
yeah,
with.
he's turned that. Yeah, and they're young too.
For
you
sure.
could even argue Doug Peterson too, as much as that pains me to say.
Oh, look who's limping off the field.
I would love for Doug Peterson to. Oh, come on, Mike. Damn
Mike
it.
Williams. Oh, weird. Maybe don't play. Why are they playing anybody? Why are they playing guys?
Do they have seating to gain at all?
They
Or?
do have seating. I don't think they do. I think they're locked into the them versus Jags.
Eli, do you know that you can't rest every single starter and still have enough guys to play?
They played everybody. They didn't rest
You
anybody.
can play freaking Josh Palmer and D. Carter, man.
That's why you don't do that. Oh, Mike Williams.
Mike Williams is also made of glass. So
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh,
this
he's
could
hurt
also just be
bad.
standard Mike Williams fare, and
Oh,
he's
he was
completely
hurt. He
fine
was
next
hurt.
week.
He was hurt bad. They just had to like carry him into the locker room. Well,
Carry him, or did he just get on the cart?
he couldn't get off the cart.
Oh,
So-
dang.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. Who's this?
Russ is cooking, dog.
Who was that?
Let's go.
I
All
like
right.
that Russ
Anyways,
is cooking
all right,
just enough to ruin that pick a little bit for Seattle.
It's hilarious.
It's like he's just trying to win a couple games out of spite.
Bad he scored.
Fuck over Seattle one more time, right quick.
What do we? I guess predictions. I'm assuming nobody's taking us to lose, right?
Let's get back to the basics here. 28-24 Vikes.
Back to the basics. I like that because that means I like
I'm going to
20.
say 24-21 Vikes.
I'm going to go 28-20.
Okay.
Vikings.
Just enough to be a 1-score game.
Chalk donkeys.
Yes.
35.
35.
No,
Outta
35 us, not 35, 35. 35, 12.
You're thinking this is going to be a walk.
Yep.
4 field goals.
4. Yeah.
Can you not do football math, bro?
No. You see, we get up big early,
Yeah.
and then they have to go for 2, and we stop them.
2 each time.
Okay.
So there we go. I mean, yeah. I want that to be that. I just don't let it come down to a game-winning field goal that we have to make, please. At any
Or if it does, then make it.
yeah.
It will.
You
You
know
stop
better
saying
than
that.
it's just the
Rick.
snap at this point. It's inevitable.
I'm already getting nervous because this team. I'm ready to get hurt again. Like I said, I don't know what else to say. What a ride this year has been, though.
Or maybe we won't.
Maybe
What a
we won't.
ride.
What a ride. We've been on the right side of things all year, besides a couple of bad losses.
It's been one of the best seasons ever.
What a blast.
Who
Even
thought we
from-
were a 13-win team?
I said 12
Like only third or fourth time in franchise history we've gotten to 13 wins.
Yeah.
That's
Granted,
nice.
with 17
Asterisk,
games, but
yeah,
who cares?
Whatever. Who cares? Yeah. I don't know. What?
I mean, I said we were going to be 12-5, maybe 11-6, but
Marlowe's
We-
liking us 27-3, so he's thinking that we just shut
Ooh.
them down.
He's on
bang. Pull a 09 Cowboys on them and just smother.
Statement game.
Wouldn't that be something?
Wow,
Yeah,
I don't
let's
know.
go.
Statement
I
game.
love
Big
it. That'd be
statement
sweet.
against Daniel Jones in the wild card
Hey,
round.
he's not bad. He's not. You saw him last week. He popped off.
He's not bad.
He
He is completely average, and he's
He
pretty
also
quick.
has nobody to throw the ball.
I was going to
to
say, get him a couple more
Yeah.
weapons. He'll be fine.
Yeah. So
He's got to get himself a contract first.
Well, how he's up. Is the OBJ train like dead? Is that dude just a prick? And
I would think
he
so.
maybe
I
draft
forgot about him the last few weeks, actually.
He's a jackass.
in
Wasted
theory,
that
we should be
ball.
getting a decision like this week, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Whatever.
What if we did it?
I
I don't
wouldn't-
want it, but it'd be hilarious.
I'd rather just leave that alone.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. It would be fun.
Bring it back, Rams. Yeah.
We don't need another guy complaining about getting targets, wanting to get targets.
Just run old Rams plays.
Yeah. So I don't know. All
I bet
right.
you the
well,
you remember
Cowboys
this,
still make
right?
it happen.
Odell, you remember this, right?
yeah. Right. Ronald Ray.
This
Is that,
crossing
is that
route-
what KOC sounds like?
Yeah, that's what Brian sounds like.
I don't know. I need to do a KOC impression.
What do we have a favorite moment of the year? Or is that kind of lame, cheesy?
I mean,
I think that's cool.
the Bills win or the Patriots wins are the ones that come to me.
How about the one of my favorite moment of the year is it was when KLC was mic'd up and it was him to Duke. Was that against the Bills? It
No,
was
that was against the Patriots.
Yeah, and then he said, "There's no one who wants you to play more than fucking me." So, and I was like, "Damn, that was awesome."
Yeah.
You don't think that dude's gonna go out there and play his heart out?
Yeah,
that was
Duke
cool.
has had a year, man. I hope
Moment
that
of the
guy
year
gets
right
some
there.
money for him.
For
KLC
me,
might-
my moment of the year would have to be that Dalvin screen against the Colts.
yeah, that was
Say what you will about the comeback and who against, but that was just, I mean, I had never heard US Bank Stadium that loud. That was just freaking pandemonium. The catch that broke the internet. Yes, sir.
Marlo knows.
The most viral moment of the year.
Yeah.
True. That might be that's a strong contender for it right there.
I feel like
Yeah.
that was too easy to say, but you know,
I don't know though. That's probably the greatest catch I've ever seen.
oh yeah, it'll stand as one of the greatest
Which
catches. in
it
the
seems like we could say every third game about JJ, but
The thing is like the Buffalo fumble at the goal line. I don't know
Yeah.
if I've ever
Yeah.
reacted to a play during a Vikings game like I did outside of the Minneapolis Miracle, where
I
I
did-
was
yeah,
like
I-
actually up and jumping and yelling and screaming in my own apartment by myself with Howie.
That was
this
I didn't even-
isn't necessarily on the field either. But Kirko Chains, we couldn't forget.
amazing.
yeah.
That was
What-
after
what
Washington,
is
right?
he- when's the last time we've ever had a season with this many moments like that? We're just recapping right now.
Never.
That's the beauty of the one score season is that
Yeah.
every game is a
2017.
moment.
2017, I guess, but we weren't as fun. I don't know.
I mean, then we were just kind of grinding out games, and you know, defense was kind of.
Tutu Atwell.
But like this was like every week something was happening, and then it was like, oh,
and then we'd be depressed.
who's going to
for a
be
week.
on the plane there? And then, oh, just
Gosh.
kidding, we got squashed. Everybody hates us now. What the frick?
We're frauds. Guess what? We're the biggest frauds. We shouldn't be
We're the
here.
biggest frauds. We're
So-
positive aggression.
So fuck them all
One
then,
score
right?
game.
Early one that you might forget about just because of that exact reason. Remember the goal line stands against Green Bay week 1?
Oh my god, I do.
We're figuring out what this team's going to be and if they're going to be the kind that steps up. That's a tone setter right there, right?
Amazing. The Kirk run against Arizona.
That was
Woo! He got like 19.
Vick.
I forgot we played the Cardinals this year.
KOC didn't even. KOC's like, holy put it away. A lot of good KOC mic'd up moments.
The Bears game at home where we got the big strip at the end for the revenge.
That was amazing.
Yep, against
And
the
of
Amir
course, it
Smith
was on
Marset.
ISM.
Although I don't know if it's revenge because we cut him, but whatever.
The
Yeah, for
Lions
sure.
opting to go for it on 4th down in field goal range.
Yeah,
Not getting it. We go down, kick field goal and win.
And KJ, you're cold blooded.
You're so cold-blooded.
Yeah.
There's so many. Just insane.
The ref running into Cam.
That was funny. That's funny.
The
now.
Washington
I think
one.
That's funny. Yeah, that was funny.
It's funny because we won.
Well, maybe for a little
Right.
little project we're thinking of, we'll just do kind of like a montage of all the moments.
And we can build this thing together.
Brandon
Yeah.
Sullivan getting 2 touchdowns taken away from him.
Oh, don't remind me.
No, that just put a sour.
It's
taste.
funny though because we won.
It is funny because we won. It is funny. I'll give you that.
This team.
This team. So, what do we got for Skol or Skunk? Quick, I was gonna do one Skol or Skunk Monday night playoff games. Considering this is like only the second year that we've done it.
Skunk.
Really?
I'm kind of with Brian.
I'm skunk.
I'm skunking it too.
Give me your thoughts.
You go ahead.
It's never like.
Oh,
So
true.
when did they start doing it? 2 years ago.
No, that was
Something
last
like
year.
Last year.
Last year was the first year, and I
Yeah.
think it's mainly because that game sucked. It was
Right.
Cardinals Rams, right? That game sucked, and
That
it's
was
like you
hideous.
Oh,
That
that's
game
when
was over by half.
Tyler got it was
yeah,
like,
it was that game was terrible.
Well, there's always going to be the chance of that, though.
Yeah, but and I get why they do it.
Like we've had bad games on Saturday too.
Rams took the lead. I get why they do it. I just would rather have like Saturday. I don't know. I really hope we play on Saturday because that'll be a ton of fun.
Skol spreading out playoff games, I guess, might be more the thought. I like when games are able to stand alone. Everyone's watching the same thing. And, prime time is friend and foe, depending on the time, which way the wind's blowing for us. But the amount of community that comes around because the NFL just dominates everyone's viewing.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, did you guys see they came out with the top 100 most viewed TV programs for 2022?
Is it just
88 of them are NFL games.
My God.
it's the only reason I have
That's
cable?
no surprise at all.
You know that Christmas Day game where the Rams just put it on the Colts?
The Colts.
That was number like 33 on the
Broncos.
list.
the Broncos. It was Broncos.
Or the Broncos, yeah, the other horse.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
The
What
NFL
was-
is king, man.
ours had to be up there against the Bills.
The number 8 thing on there was the Winter Olympics, and the reason it's on there is because the Winter Olympics that happened right after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Well, good for them. Well, okay, then would you rather have them played on a Friday than a Monday? Go Friday night, and
No.
then Saturday, Sunday. Why? That'd be awesome.
Why would that wouldn't even feel natural? Like, when do people ever play on Friday? I don't know. Like, that would feel
Friday
odd.
Night Lights for NFL playoffs.
Yeah, I agree, Carlos. I agree. Yeah, I think
We're
just
playing
need
the
to-
Giants.
Yeah, we're playing the
Most
Giants.
likely
Everyone-
here.
Most likely. Everyone lock it in. We're playing the Giants. So I go back. So like I said, I'm just nervous.
I don't know. I think also it lets the ESPN crew run, and now it's Buck and Aikman. So that's
So
fun.
that was to say Skol or Skunk. I think this was an easy one. Tony Romo.
Skunk.
Skunk that.
Tony sucks.
He's so annoying, dude.
He's so bitter
annoying.
from that 09
Get over
playoff
09.
game. Yeah.
How much of this is based around us just being snake bitten by CBS this year?
Every time they call, who called the game against?
I wrote my blog on that last week.
That was a good point. Who called the game against? Well, against the Bills. Were we on?
That was Fox.
That guy is awesome. What
Joe
is his name?
Davis.
Yeah, he's good.
He's
I
the
like
World
it.
Series guy.
He's
a
awesome.
little bit weird with his pronunciation,
Yeah,
but
he's
I like
awesome.
him.
Now that we're a season down with the current landscape of the commentators, who do you think's the A team for NFL now?
I like. I kind of like.
Tirico and
Yeah, they're
Collinsworth.
good. Yeah,
I really like. I know
I'm a
maybe
big-
everybody else doesn't. I like Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olson.
yeah. Okay, that's.
I
fair.
thought Olsen did great for.
I like
getting
Kenny Albert a
the
lot.
go.
I think Kenny Albert.
I love Kenny Albert. I hate Jonathan Vilma.
Vilma sucks.
He's
yeah,
horrible.
Vilma sucks.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, dude, he's bad.
I lean Brian's way, but I just really wish that Michaels and the Thursday night crew got a better shot at it with some decent games, actually.
Instead of getting Washington, Chicago, and Denver Colts, like,
Mhm.
my God.
Herb Street and Michaels had so much potential, and it ended up just being the saddest games you'd ever seen on TV.
Yeah.
You think that'll change next year? Will they give them a little bit more appetizing Thursday night games? I mean, it's kind of hard to predict that, whenever they make the schedule.
Yeah, 'cause
Wow.
when that schedule came out, you thought like, oh, these are going to be good games, and then the teams all just ended up being ass.
It was like the Christmas slate where you look at it from the lens of the preseason. And you're like, oh yeah, Tom Brady and defending Super Bowl champion, and Miami and Aaron Rodgers, and et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
There's the man. Dan Campbell's on TV. Dan the man. Come on, Rams. Okay. Well,
what else you got, Eli?
Well, I was gonna say something about Skol or skunk the snowstorms, but I think that's just an easy one. Or do you like it?
Yeah, I like being buried in my neighborhood, not being able to go to work. That's totally cool.
It's pretty.
It is. It
does look pretty.
Does look pretty.
It does look pretty when you can't see over foot large snow mounds on the street and you almost like hit a car.
Yeah, that's when it does get sketchy,
pretty.
especially if you don't have like a big SUV or truck or anything to look over all those.
Yeah.
I have a Skol or skunk for you guys.
What do you
Skol or skunk, the college national championship being played on a Monday rather than a Saturday.
I'm skunking that national championship in general because it's a 6-hour game. Skunk.
Yeah, I'm gonna say skunk too. I feel
Especially
like
the
it's kind of
Monday.
goofy that it's on a Monday.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to stand alone somewhere, but like you could have just put it like that would have been sweet to have it on Saturday night after like during the Jags game. I don't know. Maybe there would have been too many audience conflicting there, but like whatever. I don't know. You've played all your games on Saturday at this point. You might as well.
Yeah.
Dumb.
I skunk it as well, but I completely understand why they have done it this way. It's to replace the Monday night game after week 18.
Right.
I also I don't like how the game takes 6 hours.
Does Minneapolis ever get a college football title game?
Probably
No,
not.
it's too cold.
Everything's in Arizona now. Arizona got a semi up. They got who played there? TCU and Michigan. Yeah, that game was there, and then
that's because that's always there's a rotation with the bowls.
Don't have it up here though. The Super Bowl up here was a disaster.
But yeah, the national championship, they're like, oh, we're gonna go wherever, so that's why it's at SoFi this year.
Just playing Arizona every year.
I think for college, it's also based around the pre-existing bowls for a lot of it. And
that's how it works.
Like
it works on a 3-year rotation with
Although with the 12-team playoff, I have no idea how that's gonna change things. Either way, they're not going to be coming to Minneapolis though.
It'll be fun.
They want to keep college football in the South because that's where the biggest audience for it is.
Eli, do you not like watching the long broadcast because you watch the traditional on ESPN broadcast? Who would be calling it Herb Street and
Herb Street? I don't like that. No, I like the Homer
Touchdown!
stuff. I like the Homer stuff where the guys are walking around. Isn't it Pat McAfee this year doing it?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is like you got to watch the McAfee.
I feel like
on ESPN too.
That makes it way more watchable.
Way better.
But also, like, if you want to focus on the game, like,
I don't give a shit about this game. I go TCU, I guess.
There was the same thing with the Manning cast. Like, I would like when a close Monday Night Football game would come on, I'd be like, all right, I'm going to switch to the regular broadcast because like having this intense game in mute and Eli and Peyton talking over it kind of distracts me. I don't know.
It's good for trash games, but
it's good for when a game is like terrible. Like, I don't know if there was. I don't think there was a bad Monday Night Football game this year. I mean, Chargers Colts was not great.
I think getting Buck and Aikman on the call goes a long way to actually making the main broadcast a lot more appealing too.
Yeah, softens the blow.
Hating Joe Buck is a boomer take at this point.
I like Joe Buck though.
His
call on the Minneapolis Miracle made me like him.
I've liked Joe Buck for years now. I always said Aikman was more the issue.
Here's what
Here we go. We got the schedule. Bastards.
Oh, it's out?
Bastards.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. What do you mean?
Those are just the matchups. We already said that.
What?
They're not showing times.
Oh.
Here's what I say about Joe Buck, though. Here's what I'll say about Joe Buck. If anybody else would have done the Minneapolis Miracle, imagine if that would have been on CBS for whatever reason. It wouldn't have been, but imagine if it was. Jim Nantz and Tony Romo would have lost their minds. It wouldn't have had that feel, like that moment of quietness that they let go after that with just the pandemonium of the stadium, the pandemonium of everybody mobbing Diggs in the tunnel. Like Joe Buck earned my respect just off that. And I mean,
plus. You couldn't have done it better.
And he's just gotten better as time has gone on too.
I like him.
He's transformed Monday Night Football after there's been a couple dog shit ass booths.
Yeah.
A big part of the knock on Joe Buck back in the day too, was that he didn't know how to let a moment breathe. And I think he kind of established with that one that he can.
Big time.
Right.
Reginald gets one on us there, but make the
Reginald.
playoffs and then we'll see.
You really exposed us there, boss.
Come here, Reggie. Come on up here for a playoff game. Now we'll see what happens there. Home NFC Championship game against Green Bay.
Reggie's got a win and in playoff game tonight against the Detroit Lions. And what is he worried about?
Yeah,
the Vikings.
Rent free, Reggie. Vikes are rent free there. But you did expose. He's come. Oh, I like that. I like that. That's good.
He's up to it.
Come on.
I like that. That's a fun. It's fun to have a win and in. Like all the Vikings fans are gonna be watching tonight. Everyone.
Free real estate. It's free real estate.
But
it's free real estate.
The Packers getting in. The Lions get this game either way is gonna shake up playoffs big time because the Rams.
You said the Rams had the lead.
They just picked it off too, so they got the ball back.
Gino,
so they could go up 10 here.
What happened?
They've been bad, so that'll be fun.
I think Gino's got comeback player of the year.
Yeah. Who else is really? I mean, this Burt. I don't know.
He cooled off a lot, so I feel like but there's no one. I don't know who else you would give it
to.
Like
his cool off though is like still going to be a Seattle franchise record or two.
You think McCaffrey could be in that conversation?
That's what I was going to say. Is McCaffrey? Is he technically he could? I don't know.
What is the criteria for comeback player of the year?
I don't know. Not really. Just kind of give it an obvious one.
I don't know.
Yeah, make it obvious so it's
okay. So I looked up the odds right now. The two names that you guys brought up, Geno Smith and Christian McCaffrey, deadlocked at plus 175 for comeback player of the year.
Anyone close?
Saquon Barkley plus 225.
I was gonna say Barkley had to have gotten hurt.
Saquon's looking nice too.
See, Reggie gives it the respect. Reggie must know ball. He must. Reggie's
our guy.
Yeah, Reggie knows you know ball. You're one of the few Packers.
A humble Packers fan. We appreciate that, Reginald.
We'll go. Yeah, we like Hawk.
Yeah, we finessed the fuck out the Lions.
Hawk with the pickup of the year across the league, probably.
Is that the word? We should do that.
The E-Trader trade of the year.
There we go.
The Bob at Blast pickup player of the year. Congratulations.
Yeah, we'll just start taking a bunch of really massive corporations and saying they're sponsors.
At some point, Taco Bell's got to catch on here. That would be so cool to have free Taco Bell, even though I got to lay off it. But all right, Skol or Skunk going 13 and 4 and having a home playoff game against the Lions.
Skol.
Come on.
Big Skol. What are you talking
about? Lock it in here.
Skol or Skunk, your co-host, talking you out of going to Diamond Joe's to bet on the Vikings to win the fucking division.
To win the division, we missed some.
I don't care about the over/under. Well, maybe I do, but like
it was free.
The division would have been more money.
Yeah,
I would have been paid.
I'll take my wins total and be happy with it.
Lock it in. It's playoff week. Never mind.
Lock it in, bozo. Do you have a speech?
No, I'm gonna take a video of it with a cool song in the background. Yeah, you up right now by Van Halen, baby.
It's third.
It's as Alan Roach would say, it's third down. First of all, we need to come out to I wish we came out to like or how about opening kickoff? Can we please just play Welcome to the Jungle for opening kickoff? That's cliche.
Just for vibes.
Yeah, just for vibes. Well, I'll try and tweet out a video. I'll start screaming and
with all those towels waving, bro.
Oh, baby.
I'm a slut for a rally towel.
Come
man.
on.
Let me tell
you. We need to find a good song that the Skol chant could just lead right into. Just beat it up.
Electric.
Oh, man. That's going to be the best Skol chant in years.
Oh, this is good. We made it. We're here. We got a home playoff game.
It's put up or shut up time.
It's put up or shut up.
You know what? Here's what I'll say. Because the whole thing that KOC's been about is being at your best when it's required.
That's now.
Let's see it.
It's required.
Show up and show the fuck out.
Donatello, it's time to show if you're going to be back or not.
But yeah, all that shit can be thrown away, Donatello, if you just show up for what? So it would be 4 more wins. Give us 4. That's what Case Keenum said. I like that in his Players Tribune back in 2017. Remember, 4 more games. Come on.
Get it done.
Just get it done. For the love of God.
Yeah.
Ready to be hurt again.
Just one more reminder before we close it out too quickly. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck.
You're going to take back the North. What are we calling it? The trek to Glendale? The something to Glendale? What are we calling it? What are we calling our
The
tournament
road
run?
to zone.
Road to zone. Well, come on, we got to think of something clever, more clever.
From
Put me on the spot
Snowpails to
here.
Glendale.
What did PA had a bunch of good ones?
Oh, there's only one man that can come up with them like PA, and that's PA himself.
That's PA.
Yeah.
Let's get it done. Give us 4 more damn games. Skol and
Wrote about Skyma, Skol Vikings.
and Skol Wild.
Skol Vikings.